Washington County purchased a state-of-the-art computerized passport communication system for the county's first responders in 2005. That was 15 years ago.
What the county has currently is a passport software model. Again, it's no longer in production. It's no longer supported by the manufacturer. It's an analog system, and it served the county well. We've gotten a lot of use out of it. It was affordable. We were able to achieve a system for the county as a whole on grants. Those grants are no longer available, and so that's why this effort is necessary.
The manufacturer no longer supports Washington County's current passport communication system, which means no new software updates, no new replacement devices, no new parts for repairing existing units.
If something happens to our passport system, we're more or less in the dark. We don't have a good backup system to lean on.
Right now, presently, with the old radio system that we're on now, you cannot buy new radios to go on the system we have today.
And now, as this thing gets older, this system gets older, we're really starting to have issues with finding parts to replace.
There are no new radios for the trucks, no new radios for the firefighters. The software that the radio needs is, again, it's obsolete, and we can't buy it anymore.
When I add new officers, I've got to find someone that has a radio now, which sometimes it's emergency management. I've had to go to the University of Arkansas and borrow some of their radios just so I can add to my system until we can upgrade.
We try to stay ahead of the community on our fire trucks and all our equipment. We try to stay ahead, and we do for the most part, but our radios is behind everybody, you know.
If we have radios that go down, radios that go for repair, or we need to purchase new ones, that's not available to us anymore.
This is Washington County. Emergency services, rural fire departments, small town police, Washington County Sheriff's Department. And not only would the improvement help those entities, but also would help Fayetteville Fire Department, Springdale Fire Department, those that have chose to go ahead and move over to the new AWIN system.
I think it's critical for public safety. This conversation's been going on for a number of years, and it's really hit its climax in the last 14, 15 months.
The current Washington County communication system is not compatible with the state of Arkansas first responders, Fayetteville first responders, Springdale first responders, or any of the counties that border Washington County.
So in the event of mutual aid where we may go to another jurisdiction outside our county, for example, if Weddington or Prairie Grove or Lincoln or someone in the northwestern part of our county is going to Siloam Springs to assist, or if Siloam's coming to our area to assist, we can't monitor their traffic and they can't monitor ours.
And Fayetteville does come out, their bomb squad comes out, our high angle rescue and swift water rescue comes out, and we all have to communicate with each other. And the state police is out here and we can't talk to them very easily.
One dispatch center gets the information in Benton County, sends it to our dispatch center by phone, then out to our radios. And so the problem is when we can't communicate directly with those we're working with, there's a time delay in the information.
If I've got multiple agencies coming from other fire departments, other counties, and I can't talk to them to tell them that we don't need their help, they're putting themselves and other people's lives in danger just to get to the call that may not be needed.
Crawford County, Adair County, which is in Oklahoma, I can't talk to them at all. I can't talk to Crawford County neither. I've got to go back to my dispatch. They've got to make a phone call, and that's the only way I got to communicate if I can talk to them, which I've got a lot of dead spots down here where I can't talk to nobody.
The current Washington County communication system is an analog system which has many disadvantages, like large dead spots throughout the county and loss of signal caused by building penetration issues during emergency response situations.
Our schools are being built in such a manner now that our radio systems can't even get out of the school. We can't communicate without having to walk outside the school. And that's number one, dangerous. Number two, is just impractical.
The system we have now, when they go to the different geographical locations around the county, they have to select the appropriate tower.
Communicating on the radios we have today, we have to switch towers, and depending on the weather, if the towers is hittable and are good, or being able to lock on, and it's just not everybody can keep up with what station you're on.
Sometimes you'll get in a marginal area and you'll have to switch to another tower And if that one's marginal at all, and even sometimes if it's not, it can take minutes to log out of one tower and into another, and that's minutes that you're completely in the dark and unable to communicate.
You know, a fire truck's en route to a call, an ambulance is en route to a call. If they don't have the right tower and they miss an address change, well, that's not the address that we gave you, this is the actual address of the call. They can pass the subject's home, and you know how important seconds are when someone's had a heart attack or they're bleeding or the home's on fire. And so the technology is not only better for how we hear and transmit our traffic, but it's also better for how the radios actually operate within the system.
I want to know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that when my deputy in the field pushes the button on the mic to talk to dispatch, dispatch is going to hear them.
The new AWIN system that we're talking about going to, it will be a simulcast, and everyone will be able to talk to everyone, and it'll make the communication a whole lot better.
On the AWIN system, there is no changing of towers. The radio system does that all in itself. It's all connected together. If you're in a marginal area, it automatically switches you to the appropriate tower.
The new system will also have AVL capability. We will be able to track our firefighters. If we lose a firefighter down in the brush or down over a hill or a bluff, we'll be able to locate them. They'll be able to emergency call out if they need help.
I work for Fayetteville Fire Department as a driver-operator, and I use those radios on a regular basis. I know that it works well. I know that there are upgrades that come, and it always works every time I key up the radio. The penetration out of buildings in that system is excellent.
From a public safety standpoint, this is our best option, and I hope that the public will get behind this.
Support your Washington County first responders like your life depends on it, because next time, it might just be you or one of your family members' lives that they are saving.